While many students are back in school, some families opted not to go back this year. Some students are still learning virtually and have been for the last year. A transition that was not easy, but is getting better. Elenee shares the experience of a Mead family who chose to spend the last year in the bubble learning online.
Well, the mead-school-district was one of few which brought back kids for in-person learning in the fall. It's been pretty successful so far with very few in-school transmissions. But for one Mead family, it still wasn't a risk worth taking.
Looking at my kids, has their day-to-day life changed? Yeah, their day-to-day life has changed a lot.
Life changed quickly a year ago. Both Alora and Moira Miller were used to sitting in a classroom all day. Now, the dining room is their classroom.
There's very much we have to go to our own corners every now and again.
As many other families have experienced, virtual learning was a challenge. Most kids are back in class now, but not them.
Having the drive to continue day to day, I think, is a big challenge.
Then, the one thing connecting them to school sometimes doesn't work. While it was a scramble last spring, it did get better in the fall, but there are still issues.
Still to this day, there's a lot of pausing during the Zoom meetings for that.
For Dad Mike, the transition was a little easier. He already worked from home. But the inequities of his kids having to learn from home while other kids in the Mead School District were there in person concerned him. But the choice between that and their lives, the latter outweighed it all. Some of their family members have underlying health issues.
I just didn't feel like that would be a gamble worth taking.
The goal is to be back in the classroom in the fall, hopefully vaccinated too. But for now, the Miller girls will be stuck in their dining room learning from home through their computer screens, a life experience these girls went through outside of a classroom.
I almost look at it as this is the story you get to tell your grandkids about.
Now, though some students struggled with virtual learning, others thrived. The school district tells me it's looking into remote learning options for families in the fall, hoping to accommodate kids where they learn better. In studio, Elenee, 4 News Now.